and welcome back to another episode of Beagles, Games, and Guitars. I know it's been a while since I've done one, but I decided to come back with a big game, a big popular game that everyone's talking about these days. It is Matias Wigge's Ark Nova. This is a tableau building game where you will be building your zoo by forming groups or associations with different countries and different actual zoos in different towns, and you'll be placing these different animals inside your zoos, earning money, earning reputation, earning appeal, as well as conservation points depending on what type of animals that you are collecting. So this one's a big game. It can take quite a while. The solo mode is actually very easy. You're not playing against anyone. It's just kind of a beat your own score. So there is this solo tracker over here. I will be playing however many rounds. I forgot how many turns it is. I'm not going to open the book and look at it. In the solo game, you do start at 20 appeal instead of the 0 appeal because I guess it's challenging, and if you want to make it more challenging, you can slide down to 10 appeal, or you can just straight up start with 0 appeal. The only real big difference between a solo and like a 2 or 3 or 4 player game is that you won't be taking breaks like you necessarily would be in a normal game. Each time you take a turn, you're going to be moving these cubes down, sliding them to the right, and the moment the last cube is slid over, at the end of that turn you will take a break. So you will take the topmost cube and place it over here. I forgot what this board's called, but now that space will be blocked for donations later on. So each time that you slide over the last cube over here, the topmost cube will go over onto the donations box. And once you're down to the last 2 cubes, the moment they're both over, that's it, and you proceed the final scoring. I don't have everything set up at the moment. I kind of wanted to reveal things on the fly, just to show that I had no forward planning in this. So these are the conservation goals. First card is Herbivores. Requires herbivore icons in your zoo. The next one will be Reptiles. Requires reptile icons in your zoo. And then Predators. Requires predator icons in your zoo. So, strange. They're all animal types, not countries or collections of things necessarily. These are in-game scoring cards. So once I reach the conservation track number 10, I have to decide one of these. That's kind of the beauty about this game I like, is that you get to draw 2 of them and you get to sit here and think about it for quite a while. So I got small animal, and a small animal constitutes as being in a enclosure of 2 or smaller, or having research icons in your zoo. And that one might be good to go for. A couple of rules that you have to follow, just like you do in the normal game. You can't have an association with the same country more than once. So whenever we do the break, I don't refill them just because I'm lazy, and there's no point because I can't have the same thing twice. So over here is 3 research icons, so I could get a conservation point out of that. Small animals will be something to kind of look forward. It just depends on the cards that I get. So I'm not going to do a rules teach of this. There's probably hundreds of them. A couple of other things I need to finish setting up are the bonuses, an association with the university, a level 3 enclosure, 3 snaps from the center cards, and then $10. So I get to choose those as I'm going down the trail. Conservation track, whatever. So now we get 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. I get to pick 3 of those, and I'm not going to reveal these until it's time to, for a dramatic effect, I guess. So let's figure out my cards here. I've got some sponsorships going on. I feel like I got a lot of these cards the last time I played. So this one's very difficult to get, and it doesn't align with any of the in-game goals. So I'm gonna discard the mandrill. This bird one is Not super hard to get, but I'm not going to go for it. Herbivores, there's a tag for herbivore and there's one here, so this might kind of align with something I'm going for. Let's see what else. Release an animal from Asia. At the moment, I don't have any Asia cards, so let me get rid of that, so I'm down to this. Reptiles would be nice, and so would this herbivore. I need to have a little bit of everything. I'm going to get rid of the collared mangabey just because I don't want to play it right now. So these are my 4 cards: native farm animal, the reindeer, native lizards, and the Ecuadorian squirrel monkey. All right. So I randomly shuffled down here. Animals is always in 1, and the other ones you just randomly place it. And I'm doing map A today, just a basic map, which will start with a level 3 enclosure, a kiosk, $20, and a worker. So let me pause the video, and we'll get to it. So let me reveal these cards. Ooh, a hard one from Africa. Bird breeding program, huh? So there's a bird icon. That's going to take a while before it slides down. There's a couple herbivores. That's a really tough herbivore, but it does give you appeal points as well as tickets. I forgot the actual term for that. You do that, you have appeal, reputation, and then conservation. There are my cards. I was like, where are my cards? So for my first turn, okay, can't play an animal right now. Can't do much that I want to do right now, so I'm going to build a level 3 enclosure. You pay $2 per hex, so 2, 4, 6. And if I'm paying 6 from 20, I get 14 back. And I will place this. They have to connect to already existing structures, and I'm putting that over $5, so I'll get $5 for that. That is my first turn. My second turn will be to technically break, but we don't break, and I get to draw 3 cards and discard 1, and it doesn't necessarily have to be from the 3 that I drew. Yeah, let's get rid of the bear. Okay. So that was my second turn. My third turn, what am I feeling on my third turn? So let us do sponsors. So a level 5 sponsor, native farm animals, I can only have a maximum of 25, which I'm at 20. So I gain 1 appeal ticket for each connected border space without buildings. I'm going to play that over here. So gain 1 appeal for each border space connected. 1, 2, 3 is what I would. 1, 2, 3, 4, because this is a border all around here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what I'm seeing. And at the end of the game, I will gain 1 conservation point for a group of 6 spaces without buildings. So I could technically get 1 conservation point eventually. So that was my third turn. An association, huh? Now that it's up there, I could do an association task, which I'll place my worker at the level 4, gaining 1 research icon and 2 reputation. So that was my 4th turn. Let's see if I saved up enough money. I don't have enough money, but it's okay. I will play one animal for now. Let's see what we get. So I'm going to play the reindeer. He will cost $12. So let's put the $12 back. So his ability is may share an existing 3+ enclosure with another herbivore. So he's going to take up that enclosure. I will get 5 appeal points from him. And now I have 2 herbivore icons and an America's icon. So that was this turn. I'm going to try my best to keep up with the little cubes there. Let's see, I only have $7. To build him, I need 12. This is where I kind of get stuck here. I'm going to play a sponsors, which I'm playing the side entrance. Place on 2 border spaces. Need not to be adjacent to other buildings. And I'll gain $2 for each building except empty standard enclosures that are next to the side entrance. So I have to locate that area, that thing, somewhere in here, and place it out here on the map. These little insert trays are kind of convenient. There we go, I found it. So it needs not to be connected to any other existing building. I'm kind of feeling like I need money. But do I need money that bad? Let me get up here for 2 reputation and a times. So now my reputation is up here. Now I can flip something over. I would like to flip my association card. So that was this turn. Need not to be connected to other buildings. So now I'm at $7. I have one more turn before this, before I gain money. And my animals, I only have 1 animal. I have to discard down to 3, so there's no point in getting cards necessarily, unless I just don't like one of these. So the science lab one that I got, I'll gain 1, 2 conservation points for 3, 6 research icons, which can really tie into that one. So I got a lucky draw there. Let me just, I could build another enclosure, which I wouldn't mind doing. I'm going to build for 2, 4, 6. So I'm going to build a level 3 enclosure. I'll place it here to get a snap, which I will snap that one. And now we're going to do the coffee break. So this is over. This cube will go on the lowest space. And now I will discard down to 3. I'm kind of thinking of getting rid of this squirrel because he's not aligning with any of my goals. Discard down, remove any tokens, receive your workers back. I'm not refilling the board because I can't have the same thing twice. Now you will swipe the lowest 2 on the reputation track here and slide these down accordingly. So now there's another herbivore. There is a bird icon here which could align with, no, birds aren't in play. There's a herbivore, but that's a tough one. So now I've done that. Now I will gain income. So my income, I'm sitting at 20 plus 1, so 21. And then I don't get any income for this card over here because it's an empty enclosure. So now I'm at $21. So now these will all slide back over. And we are going into the next round. Okay, we're on to the next round of sorts. One less cube, one less action that I can take. Association would be kind of nice. Get more research icons. Let's do it. So research association. I'll go over here to take 2 research icons, which now lets me upgrade a card. So I will probably upgrade this. This is where it gets tough. Let's go ahead and do the sponsors. So I've done that, and now I have the option to donate. So for $5, out of 20, I get 15 back. When you donate, you just take a cube from the side of the pile. And now I finally have 1 conservation point there. So that was turn number 1 here. So upgraded a card, got more research icons. So now at the end of the game, I'm actually going to get 1 conservation point. So that's nice. Let's see. I need some workers. I need workers. I also need to play some animals. And I have 1 animal in my hand, but it requires, you know what, instead of flipping the sponsors, I'm going to flip my animals over before we go too far into this. So now I will take 3 cards from the deck or snap. So let's do 3 cards. So there's 3 cards. Let me go ahead and move this and slide, and I'll sit here and decide which cards I want to keep. Large animals in your zoo. I'm not really feeling that one. I'll get that one back. I do have this. Another level 5 sponsorship. Man. Okay. Okay, I kind of have to do that. I'm going to do sponsors and make it +1. So that'll be my action. I will play this level 5 right here that says take 1 card from the deck or in reputation range. And then at the end of the game, I will get conservation points for research icons. So I need to get 3 more in order to get the full bonus of that one. So I get to take a card from reputation range or from the deck. What am I feeling? None of those. So from the deck. Okay. Animals. So for 16, pretty much all my money right now. I wish I could have had him first. I'm going to play the northern giraffe. He goes in a level 3 enclosure. And too bad he can't fit with another herbivore. So after finishing the current action, I may place the sponsor's action in 1 or 5. So I get 7 appeal tickets because of him. And now I have 3 herbivores. I'm getting close to the 4. So after the current action is done, I would like to place the sponsors in level 5. So I think that's that action. Since I did play 1 animal, I do get 1 more reputation. Too bad I don't have any money. What could I align with right now? Let's worry about that later. That might come in handy. Max 25. I already beat it. Okay. So I'm going to do sponsors. Another level 5 sponsorship. Expert on Asia. Each time you play an Asia icon into your zoo, including this one, I get to build a pavilion for free. And then I get appeal tickets for every Asian icon. I only have 1. So let's get that pavilion. Where are you? The pavilion's white in the picture, but gray in production. Okay. Well, let's place him there. That does give me an appeal ticket. So I think I moved my cube over. Let me stop and look. I did not move my cube over, so that was the cube for the sponsors action I just took. I wish I could donate. Building's not a good idea. Can't build animals. Association is at 4. I don't have any workers to do associations with, so I might as well do cards. So I get 2 cards, and I get to discard 1, which this card I cannot play because I have more than 25 appeal. So that was an easy discard. So now we are at a break. So this cube will go on the 5 there. I will discard down to 3. I think the hardest one that I'm going to build, this one requires Asia. It's nice though, but primates are not really what I'm going for. So I've discarded down to 3, retrieve workers, flush the lowest 2 from the reputation track, and then I will get my money. The amount of money I'm getting is 22, 23, 24. So if I change this 1 back in, I'll get 25. Not refilling. My other income is I will get 1 snap, take 1 card from the deck or reputation range, and there is a unique building touching this, so I'll get $2 for that. And then take a card from reputation range, huh? Okay, I will take this from the reputation range. So now we're going into the next round. So now there's 2 less actions from the beginning. We're getting there, we're getting there. I would like to build a level 4 enclosure, so that's 8. So I'd get 2 back. Level 4, if I put it here, that'll give me $5. It's basically like paying only $3 for it. Let me trade these for a 10. So that was my first action. Do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? I do. I'm going to do association. Ahem. This worker. Association level 4, taking this to get an additional appeal point, and I get 2 conservation points. Now that I've passed the threshold, I will take another worker as the reward on the conservation track. That was my second. And screw it, let's do 7. So I get 3 back. Grab these 2 to make it a 5. To donate, and there I will donate here. Give me another conservation. That was my second action there. Unfortunately, shooting myself in the foot by not being able to do animals. So sponsors. Level 3, so gain 1 reputation for 5 different animal icons. Right now I only have 1. But let me place that here. I immediately gain 1 conservation and 1 appeal, which now, unfortunately, I have all the universities, so I'm going to take a level 3 enclosure, which can give me a snap. Not a snap, a times. So that'll be my third action. That would be kind of nice. I'm kind of stuck because I need money. We're getting there. I kind of like the cards I have in my hand to play. So my association, I'll probably associate and go to the Association 2 area and do 1, 2 to get me another worker. I'm getting the workers backwards there. And now that I am here, I can donate for $7. Might as well just use it all to place a cube out there and gain another conservation point. So that was that action. At this point, I can discard down the 5. So at my level 4 cards here, I just draw 2 cards. So I'm not going to be able to discard any of those. They're all animals, which is nice, because I need to start playing animals. So now this cube will go here. I'll go back. So now discard, remove tokens, retrieve workers. Now I have 3 workers. Refill, blah, blah, blah. Flush the 2 from up here. I don't think I'm doing very good. I'm focusing on building my zoo instead of playing animals. Wow. Sorry, there might be a lot of noise with the AC. You see it blowing my card there. So now I'm actually going to gain 23, 24, 25, 26. And also income over here. I get to do a snap or draw from the deck. Let's just draw from the deck here. Oh, that's a tough one. Whew. And now I also get $2 for every unique structure touching that, so that's another 2. And now we'll go into the next round. Let's go for it here. So I'm going to play animals. I thought I was going to play animals. So he'll go in either a level 1 enclosure or... Do I want to do that first? Not quite. I'm going to build. I can't build it. Let's just waste the building. Let's build a level 2. So 2, 4. Right there. So that was my first action. See if I can afford the rest. 2 animals. There's no point, really. I need to upgrade my cards. Let's do an association here. I will associate with Asia. Anytime I play Asia, I get to build a pavilion for free. So let's do a snap. That gives me an appeal, just naturally doing that. So I get to do a snap. And we'll just get the cheapest boy there. So that was my first action. Do I want to donate? Nah, we'll wait on donating. There's animals I want to play, but I don't know if I can afford them. Let's try it. And no, I'm going for something. That's what I need to do. Okay. I have no sponsors, but I could gain 4. So if I take this 1 back, I'll get 5. So that's kind of feel like a wasted turn there. Now I want to do association and make it a 3. Place 2 workers because I need 2 workers if I already have 1 there. Australia, which will let me flip a card, and I'm going to flip my cards 1 over. So that was that. Now let's try animals. So animals. So it'll cost 3 less because it is Australia. I have association, so it'll cost 3 smackers. He requires a level 1, but I have a level 2 here next to a rock. So there's a rock next to it. So I will get 3 appeal points, and that's all he does. And my second animal, which would be more beneficial? Okay. So this requires a reptile icon and an Africa icon. So I have them over here, Africa and reptile. He can go in a level 2 enclosure. I'm going to have a level 3 for him, and he will cost 13. So I will get 7 back. Make that a 10. Level 3 enclosure right there. So this says I have to do the blue one because we're doing a solo. Gain 2 X tokens, and then I get 6 appeal. 2 X tokens, and since I played my animals in the 5th level here, I get 1 reputation. Bam! Which will give me a snap. So I'll take him. I think I moved my cube over. So now I will take sponsors in the level 3. Let's go ahead and move this over. So I have this. So I get income for herbivore icons in my zoo. And I immediately get a appeal ticket for every icon, herbivore icon. So that is 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that was the final action up there. I need to play more animals. So now we're at a break. He will block that one. I will return my workers. 3 workers, nice. Flush these 2. And now I get income. So I get 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36. 26 from the track. 2 from 1 unique building touching this. 6 for having 3 herbivore icons. And then 1, 2 for the kiosk there. I get a snap or just a draw from the deck. Ooh, let's try that one. I'm spreading my myself too thin in this game. Might as well just go all out, right? Oh boy, I could have done predators. I have 1 predator. I don't have any other research icons. Let's do an association level 5 here. So research icons in my zoo. I have 1, 2, 3, and then a 4th one over there. So I'll take the conservation cube, place it on 4, which will give me 3 points plus this 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I will take $10 as my reward for crossing that threshold. And now that I've done that, those go away. It's my turn. I have to choose my in-game goal. I'm definitely doing research icons. Might as well take cards. Let's see. Let's snap that just for the heck of it. That's my second action of this round. So now, build. Yeah, we could build, baby. Let's build for 2, 4, 6. just for the hell of it, because it's a terrible idea. Right there, get my last worker, which will give me 2 conservation points. So that's my last action of this one. Actually, let's make this a 4. So let's spend 2 more bucks. Make it a level 4. Where's 4? Because that'll fit right there. Yeah. Okay. So now a cube over here. We're already down to that part. So now workers back. Don't have any workers. Flush these 2. I wouldn't mind playing some critters here. So now I will get a snap, which I'll take him. I have to discard down to 5, don't I? 1, 2. Well, you might as well just keep these. I only have 1 that I need the discard. I get to take a card from this range. I'll take him. I get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 36. Again, I have a lot of money and I have not spent it. So I get 2 more actions. Good for me. I have done terrible. So I'm going to play 2 animals. So for $25, requires my animals at a level 2 and a level 4 enclosure. I will flip this one over. That'll be my turn. 25 bucks. It's actually going to be 3 cheaper, so 22. So I would get 3 back because I have an Asia association. So I get 9 appeal. 1, 2, 3. So you may add 1 of the unused base conservation projects to your hand. Okay, how strange. Base conservation projects to my hand. Primates. And I got rid of that 3 primates. So I played 1 animal. My second animal will probably be this guy. Requires a level 4 enclosure. Costs 13 bucks. And I need North America, or Americas, which I have Americas. So 13. That 3 I got back earlier is going back. So now I'm playing him. I get 5 appeal. And then add all sponsor cards from the display to your hand. Oh boy. That was pretty much 4 out of 6. I have 1 more action. Something happened because I did what I did. Oh, I get 1 appeal or reputation, which gives me a conservation point because I played animals in level 5. All these workers, animals. Each time you play Australia icon in your zoo, you may place 1 card from your hand under this card to gain 2, and immediately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He required a level 4, which I had to flip this one over. Forgot about that. Useless. Gain 1 for each 2 different continent and or. That one. Oh, max 25. Max 25. Each time you gain a continent or animal category. I'm trying to think of the best way to go out. 5 appeal tickets. And this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4 appeal tickets. I wish I had a level 4 enclosure. My association tasks are only at a level 4, so I can't do the conservation cubes here. Oh, I should have gained 1 extra one from the income last time. I forgot about that. So I have done not so good. Let's just play an animal. So we're going to play the Great Area. It'll cost 12 bucks. So I'd get 8 back. So that'll give me 5 appeal points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I get to draw 1 card from the deck. Yay. So now that we are done, we'll proceed to final scoring, which, oh man, I have a lot of cards in my hand. So, gain money, or conservation points for each research icon in your zoo. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, and then a 4. So I will get 2. And now these. Gain 1 for 5 different animal categories. I have a herbivore, I have a reptile, and I have a bird. So I failed that one. So now I'll gain 1 conservation point because I only have 4. So I gain 1. Completely covered zoo map. Nope. And I'll gain 1 point for every 6 spaces without a building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could gain 1, 2, 3. So that could be 1, 2, 3. And we'll leave it at that. So now to do the scoring, you go to the lowest section of the green. So 64 and 72. I actually scored 8 points. I've never gone positive in a solo game before. So congrats to me for actually going positive. So that is how you would play Ark Nova solo. It's very fun, very easy. It took me, maybe an hour to do all of this. It's a really long game to the 4-player, obviously. But for some reason, the solo game's really fast because you don't have to worry about another player and you're not keeping up with another AI. So I really enjoy it, and I'm very happy that I got a positive score. So like and subscribe and check out all those other videos. Hopefully the content is getting better for you.